Hey, what is up everyone? It is Private Mittens, and today I am going to discuss a topic that is fucking disgraceful and greedy by Sony. Now, for anyone that doesn't know, the topic I will be discussing is PlayStation Plus. But without further ado, let us begin. A friend of mine in Canada just sent me a message a few days ago saying that PlayStation Plus's subscription fee has gone up from $49.99 Canadian dollars to $69.99 Canadian dollars. A $20 price hike. That's fucking retarded by Sony. Now, I could be wrong. I think brand new games in Canada are roughly $80 or $69, so essentially it's either the same price as a brand new game in Canada or it's $10 less than a brand new game. Now, I don't know about you, but I would spend the money on a brand new fucking game than having to subscribe. But yeah, the game you're seeing in the background is Battlefield 4 on PS4. Of course, I have this game on PlayStation 3 and PC. I can stick those two versions of the game online, don't have to subscribe, stick them on, bang, away I go. But yeah, I thought I would use Battlefield as an example because, let's be honest, everyone plays Battlefield for its multiplayer. But yeah, back to the topic. They've done this in Canada. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but supposedly I've heard, or supposedly, that America has also got a price hike, or is getting a price hike. What does that mean for the rest of us? What about South America, Asia, Europe, Australia, New Zealand? Well, knowing Sony, they're going to make us all get a price hike. They're going to raise the UK version to near enough, what, £40? They'll raise Australia's to fucking 80, probably, knowing them. And I honestly believe that Sony is doing the wrong thing, and that anyone that agrees and says that they're doing, that it's fine, are complete ponies. And you can't sit there and say to me, oh, you can't afford PlayStation Plus. Ha, you know, ha ha ha. Well, I've got over, I haven't counted my PS4 games. I have over 80 PS4 games. Is roughly, I would probably say that's how much I've got. I could have a bit less, bit more, whatever. I can afford PlayStation Plus, even if it was $100 Australian dollars. But why should I pay $100 Australian dollars when I can go and buy a single player game that I'll actually fucking enjoy? More than likely, but I'll enjoy. It's absolutely ridiculous. And, I mean, I have a theory, I could be wrong, but I'm kind of guessing I'm not. But, I honestly believe that the whole price hike is due to the fact that Sony's movie division is performing horrendously. I mean, look at the Ghostbusters movie that just came out. I mean, apparently it's lost them a lot of money in the movie industry. So, I mean, Sony, I honestly believe Sony should just close up shop and just keep, the only divisions they should keep is the PlayStation division, their music division, and their Sony phone, Xperius, as they're called, or Ericsson's, depending on what model. Sony, it's, like, when I first, like, he sent me the message when I first saw this, I was like, nah, there's no fucking way. I looked it up, and they did. They fucking did. I mean, and like, let's bring up some of the free games they've been giving out with the system. Last month was NBA 2K15, 14. I don't really remember. I'm not really into basketball. That's fine. I mean, say what you want. At least it's a fucking game, not an indie title, but at least it's a full-fledged AAA game. When was the last time the PS4 got a AAA game free with PlayStation Plus? I can't remember. If you go and look at what the PS3 used to get when it first introduced PlayStation Plus, which was optional, I might add, they give out games like Dead Space, Twisted Metal, Battlefield, Mass Effect. I mean, there was a lot more than that, but there's some real, like, Mass Effect, it was Mass Effect 2, I believe. Mass Effect 2, one of the best games of last gen. Dead Space 2, one of the best games of last gen. Battlefield 3, one of the best Battlefield games. I mean, in Twisted Metal, really good exclusive. And what have we been getting with the PS4? Indie. Don't get me wrong, there's been some few good indie games, I'm not bagging it, but I mean, Sony, why don't you give out, like, say, Killzone Shadowfall, Knack, Infamous, a full version of Drive Club, so people can actually play these games and go, oh, I actually quite like this game, or I don't really like it. You know, it sort of would help your exclusives. People will see Killzone and go, no, I might go back and play the other Killzones, or oh, I can't wait for the next Killzone, or the next Infamous. You know, Sony, common fucking sense would tell you to do that, or sign deals with other developers to do this. I mean, you got the new Battlefield coming out. Why don't you put Battlefield 4 or Battlefield Hardline for PlayStation Plus for the PS4? You got the new Call of Duty. Why not do that with Call of Duty Ghosts, Advanced Warfare or something? Put these games free and let people actually get games, because I've heard that Brazil, oh my god, like, games over there are expensive as all hell. I mean, like, how people in Brazil can afford half the stuff that they've been buying for the consoles is beyond me. But it's ridiculous. I mean, anyone that sits and defends it needs to be, you need to be slapped. That's putting it really nicely. But yeah, once again, Sony puts its greed before its fans. And some of you may be thinking, what do you mean, once again? SOCOM, I believe it was last year or 2 years before, Sony did a survey asking, yo, what game would you like to be brought back, or HD, that kind of thing. SOCOM won by a fucking landslide. SOCOM beat out San Andreas, Crash Bandicoot, all that kind of thing. What does Sony do? Let's bring back Crash Bandicoot. But SOCOM won the actual list. You ask the people what they want. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Crash Bandicoot. I'm glad it's coming back, but yeah. Goes to show Sony cares about their wallet, not their fans. And to do this price hike just goes to show that online gaming is just a double-edged sword. It's good, shouldn't have to pay for it. Didn't have to be last gen for the PS3. And before anyone says anything, yes, I honestly believe Microsoft should get rid of it as well. They could have won fans back by doing this, by getting rid of Xbox Live's subscription. They could have really, you know, helped the sales for the system. But anyway, that's all I wanted to bring up, guys. And tell me what you think of the whole situation, whether or not you believe it's a good practice or a bad practice. Honestly, it's a bad practice, and Sony should be ashamed of themselves. But yeah. Anyway, this is Private Mittens. Hope you enjoyed the video, and see you next time.